So again, the temperature of 5 degrees Celsius, I will be at 4 reactions per minute. So it will be 1, 2, 2, 4. Second small little box here. So I will just use a small little cross to indicate that point. Next, at 10 degrees Celsius, 9 reactions per minute. 10 degrees Celsius, 9. Now, how do I look for my 9? This will be 2, 4, 6, 8. It will be in between the last box, because each box is actually 2, and then half of it will be 1. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. And I'll put a small little cross to indicate that's my point for 10, 9. Next point, 15, 15. Temperature 15. Here will be 15. Again, 2, 4. Half of the box here. So this will be 12, 14, half of the box, 15. I'll have a small little cross to indicate my marking. Next, 20, 16. The temperature of 20, here will be 16. The temperature of 20 and 16. 16 will be 10, 12, 14, 16. 25, 36. 25 here. 36 will be 2, 4, 2, 4, 6. Here. Look, a curve is about to form. 30, 54. 30, 54. 2, 4. This point. Next, 35, 72. 35, 72 will be at this point. 40, 96. 40, 96. 2, 4, 6. Be here. And 45, 65. 45. And my last point will be at 65. You realize that the curve has come down. 45, 2, 2, 4, 65. Here. 62, 64, and half of the box will give you 65. And now what I'm going to do is to draw the curve. Now, what you can do is use your free hand to draw the curve. But before you do that, you may want to use your finger to walk you through the curve first, so to have a feeling how the curve should look like. Now you realize that there is one point that is out of the curve. Do you join this curve? Do you join this point? The answer is no. Do not join this point, which is out of the curve, because most probably this is the point that has an error. So what I'm going to do is try to create this curve as smooth as possible. Now remember, this is a curve. This is not a straight line. Do not use ruler to join the points one at a time. You will not have a smooth, accurate curve in this way. What you can do is slowly join the curve a few points first and pause. and pause and continue smoothly. If you realize that this part is a bit out of the point, use an eraser to cleanse the line away and join again. Make sure that your curve passes through all the points. Now when it comes here, which is the peak, to come down and join the last point. Not very smooth. If you realize that your curve is not that smooth, you may want to clean it away and smoothen it. So I have my first curve. Now, do not forget the instructions here. Label each curve. Marks will be given when you label each curve. So, this is my curve 1. I will indicate here as curve 1. So this is my curve number 1. Now I will proceed to draw my curve number 2 accordingly. So what I'm going to do is I refer to the temperature 0 and my coordinates points for my curve number 2, 0, 0, 0, 0. So again, I already have a 0, 0 here, so remain as it is. Next, it will be 5, 9. So I go to 5 and my second box, 9. Next, 10, 18. The temperature of 10, my rate of reaction per minute will be 18, which is here. 12, 14, 16, 18. Next, 15, 33. So I go 15, 33 will be here, 32, 34. In between of 32 and 4 will be my 33. Let me clean this away so that I have to make way for my points for my second curve. Curve 1. Right, let us continue. 20, 48. So I go 20, 48 will be here. 25, 70, 25, 70. 30, 95, 30, 95, 2, 4, 5, 35, 126. It has gone up quite a lot. 35 to 126. So all the way up. 120, 22, 24, 26. 126. It is a very steep curve as compared to curve number 1. 40, 190, 40, 190, all the way up there. And last point would be 45, 60. 45 is here and 60 is here. So I'm going to draw my second curve. It's so much steeper than the first curve. And again, I use my finger to have a sense of how the curve should look like before I start plotting the curve and drawing the curve. So again, I will connect the first few points and stop there to make sure it's smooth. Then I continue another few more points slowly and make sure it's smooth. And I continue the other 2 points here, which is quite far away, and pause for a while because it's too far. If I continue, it may not be smooth. And all the way up there. Do not use a ruler again because this is not a line graph. It is a curve. I clean it away when it's not smooth because it doesn't meet my point here. So let me try it again. Yes. And that's the peak. And I need to come down all the way down here. So it should look something like that. This is my last point. Again, if it's not smooth, you may want to clean it again and to smoothen the curve. And don't forget the question here, label each curve as 1 or 2. So this is my curve number 2. Here you are. Marks will be awarded accordingly. 5 marks. 1 mark for the right axis. 2 marks here. 3 marks here when the 3rd mark when all my points are plotted correctly. The 4th marks here where all my points are plotted correctly. And the 5th marks will be the smooth curve that I have plotted. That would be a total of 5 marks. Now, once I have completed my graph, I can proceed to my question. Let us take a look at the question. Let's read then one question at a time. And experiment 1, at which temperature? Let's highlight the keywords. Which temperature, not 45 degrees Celsius, does the rate of reaction appear to be incorrect? Now let's go to experiment 1, which refers to curve number 1. It says, which point seems to be incorrect, not referring to this. Why are they not referring to this? Because this is also don't seem to be part of the curve. But it has gone down rapidly, the reaction. Now let's look at this curve number 1 to answer the question, which is the point that is out of the curve? The point that is out of the curve will be the point with an error. Remember, this is the one? Yes. This is the one for